From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Barnes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. After run, now throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. looking for a man. It's Mateer. Quickly complete. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Sooners in the hurry up. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun now, inside give. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. To the end zone and is picked off.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To throw, it's Mateer. They'll go with a quick touch pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Finds his big tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the 2nd half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Finding open areas.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll pull it down and run. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. smashes through the tackle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got the quick pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Power football with the run. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
South Carolina, 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
And for South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory.